What's going on, y'all? Um, you know, don't you love when you get interrupted? Making a video, then you gotta reshoot it. It's crazy. But what's going on, y'all? It's me back on another against Marcos. And today's video, I'm gonna talk about a couple things. Really, just want to get straight to the point. I'm not gonna lie. Something that's been on my mind. But being young and dumb, I feel like growing up is such an essential. There's so many things that happen. Growing up is essential. It's like, yo, you can really like experience is the greatest teacher. I wholeheartedly believe that. You're not going to learn as much as you would like reading and doing things like that. Like reading, you wouldn't learn as much doing it. Just hop in that, go straight at it, and you learn as you go. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, do background research stuff like that beforehand, so you know what you're getting into. But you're gonna learn the most through experience, and growing up is just an essential part of that. You learn so much from the time you grow up, like from the time you're born to the time you become an adult. You learn so much. There's so many things you learn in school, at home, throughout life, sports, throughout your childhood experiences. There's so many things you learn growing up. And I just want to get on here and talk about my personal experiences and how I've learned and become the person I am right now from my experiences. So yeah, being young and dumb. You heard the term young and dumb before. When you're young and dumb, you do a lot of dumb things because you lack the experience. You lack the knowledge because you haven't been through that many experiences. There's a lot of dumb things. Now that I look back, I've done a lot of dumb stuff. Like if any of my friends see this, any of the guys I grew up with, any of my family, yo, y'all know the dumb stuff I've done. We've all done dumb stuff together. That's just the beauty of life. You feel me? That's just the fun in it. But yo, we all done dumb stuff. Like I'm not gonna lie, I've almost died doing dumb stuff. I've damn near came this close to death doing like on some real. I've done some really dumb shit that I would never do again. I'd never do the stuff I've done again. But that's part of learning. That's part of the experience. You gotta learn so you know what to do and what not to do, how to go about things. You feel me? But yes, being young and dumb is, like I say, a canon event. It's a canon event. You're gonna do things, you're gonna learn as you go on. But in this video, like I said before, I want to just talk to y'all about my personal thing. So, one thing, young and dumb, I really did, and honestly, like looking back, you're gonna be like, I picked up some weed. I really believe that weed it didn't ruin me, but it hindered my potential. It stopped me from being as great as I could have been. Now I'm not saying there's anything wrong with smoking weed. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying for me, i'm I kind of put it to a point where I was doing that more than other things that would have got me to places I wanted to be. Like as an athlete, I was an athlete in high school. I feel like weed honestly stopped me from becoming the best athlete I could have been. Not because I was smoking, but because instead of doing certain things, instead of going about, instead of conducting myself in a certain way and prioritizing, training, film, just research on the game, instead of prioritizing that, I go hang out, I go smoke, I go do like, and then I'd complain, and I would, oh yeah, I would complain. I would be mad when I didn't get the results I wanted, and it's all my fault because I didn't do what I had to do every single day. Like looking at all these D1, 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, looking at all these ranked athletes, they all do things that that us unranked athletes aren't doing. Sometimes media coverage helps a lot, but I learned from smoking so much. I've been sober a little while now. I've been sober. This is the longest I've been sober since I started, and I've really just been able to really like look back and like learn that I wasted a lot of time smoking. I wasted a lot of my life doing things that doing smoking and stuff when it wasn't bringing yielding me any return on my investment. I invested so much money into weed itself that I didn't really invest as much time and money into myself. And like I said before, this is just part of growing up. It's part of being young and doing dumb stuff. Now listen, I'm just talking about my personal life. Somebody can smoke weed every day and still get mad money. I see people that do it. You know what I'm saying? But f- from my experience, this is just part of my young and dumb experience. Everybody got their own young and dumb experience. You know what I'm saying? All them times, like, I would get into arguments and stuff with my parents or arguments with my family, just arguments in general. looking back, it used to be over really dumb stuff and really like stuff I wouldn't argue about now, to be honest. And that, like I said, it's another thing of being young and dumb. You just do a lot of things that you don't. When you're young, you don't see things on a grander scale because you still haven't learned that many things. But when you get older and look back and you really take a second and think about the stuff you've done and the things that you used to think were normal, you realize, yeah, that's not normal. I shouldn't have been doing that. But I wouldn't have become who I am today had I not been doing that. Doing that told me that I don't need to do that now. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, like I was saying before, with experience being the greatest teacher, experience is going to teach you everything you need to know. Think about when you hop in a basketball. You hop in a basketball court, you start shooting, start dribbling, finish, whatever the case, play defense. Everything you learn is from playing on the court. You can watch all the film you want. You can watch Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Jason Tatum, LeBron James, Steph Curry. You can watch the best players right now, the best players back then, Kobe, Mike. You can watch all them people. But listen, watching all those people is not going to give you the encore experience. It's not going to get you the reps on the court. Therefore, you're not going to get as much improvement. The reason those guys are able to play at such a high level is because they have the experience on the court. They have the most experience on the court, so they know and they're able to dictate where they messed up and where to go forward from those mess ups. How to eliminate stuff from their game and add new stuff into their game to become the players they are. You got to think about life like that, You got to take stuff out of your life and implement new things into your life to improve your life. You can't be young and dumb forever if you have high aspirations. You feel me? You can't be doing you can't be the same person and expect different results. Like the saying goes, nothing changes if nothing changes. I need some water. I know how I get. I start talking, I need some water. Gallon a day. Gallon a day, y'all. That's all you need. It's clear anything. Clear your skin, clear your system, take everything out the system. You got a drug test for a job, feel me? Take if you whatever drugs you got, just drink. You're gonna be sturdy, you know? But like, and honestly, I feel like, since I was young and dumb at a point, I'm still young and dumb because I'm still learning. I'm still young. I'm not as young and dumb. But I still do dumb stuff sometimes, and I still look. But now I look back and I immediately know, like, yeah, I'm not doing that again. Now I know how to go about this situation. You feel me? Now, another thing I want to talk about, just don't be afraid to learn from somebody else. Everybody learns from somebody. Everybody gotta learn from somebody. When you're young and dumb, and you don't have an open mind. That's worse than being young and dumb and being able to receive criticism. Receiving criticism is very important. Not hearing what you don't want to hear when you need to hear it is very important because it's going to teach you that you're not always going to get what you want in this world because nobody ever always gets what they want in this world. You got to be able to take things with a grain of salt and just move on. Got to be able to accept stuff and move on. You didn't do great in that basketball game. You got to accept it. Move on. You lost the football game. Accept it. Move on. Accept the criticism. Don't be over here, young and dumb. Don't be young and dumb. You could be young and dumb, but don't be young and dumb not trying to get smart, old and smarter. You feel me? Don't be sitting here shaking. Listen, bro. On some real, you make the most improvement with experience, and you make the second most improvement by learning from your mistakes. Experience teaches you to learn from your mistakes. And you only gonna learn from your mistakes if you get the experience. So they kind of go hand in hand. But experience is the greatest teacher. Experience is gonna teach you everything you need to know. Make YouTube videos. You feel me? For all my up and coming content creators like myself, we all making YouTube videos. We look at the analytics. We got to figure out where we're going wrong, how long somebody's viewing our video for, what the metrics in our channel are. If somebody sees the video, are they gonna click on it? There's so many things. You got to make thumbnails. You got to go through the content, edit content. You got to find things that work for you. You got to find your method and apply that. So throughout this whole process of becoming an up and coming content creator or becoming, a superstar athlete, you're going to face trials and tribulations on the way to success. And you can't be young and dumb, not listen, and not learn from your mistakes, or else you're never going to go as far as you intend to. So you feel me? You can't go far if you don't learn. That's why I stress learning. Read some books, watch some educational videos. Don't just be on these apps consuming straight BS. Try to get on these apps and learn something. I'm not saying you can never listen. Everybody want to watch a fun. Everybody want to laugh. Everybody gonna want to watch a funny video. Everybody want to laugh. You feel me? It's just normal. We're humans in the end of the day. But don't spend all your time only trying to laugh. Try to learn something. Try to learn something new every single day. That's how you become old and smarter. That's how you improve your wisdom. Try to learn something new every single day. Like, you know what? I'll tell y'all something I learned today. I learned how YouTube Shorts work. I learned that there's a specific format you have to follow to be successful with YouTube Shorts. And now you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna apply it to the next time. Next time I make a short, I'm gonna apply it. What's something I want to learn tomorrow? I want to learn exactly how I could scale my YouTube channel. That's what I'm gonna learn tomorrow. Hell, I might just go turn that on later. I'm gonna learn that later. I'm gonna learn. Like I say all the time, you gotta be consistent. So learn something new every day. Be consistent in that. You feel me? Find your approach. Be diligent in your approach. You're gonna go far. You just be consistent and diligent. You're not gonna be young and dumb if you learn every single day. Because you can't be dumb if you're smart. You feel me? You could be smart and but you can't be honest. You can't honestly be dumb if you're smart. And that's just honest facts. Dumb people are called dumb for a reason. Smart people are called smart for a reason. But you're only dumb. Listen, not everybody's as smart as somebody else. But you're only dumb if you don't try to become smarter. If you're trying to improve, you're not dumb because you know that you need to make improvement. I know I need to make improvement, so I'm not dumb because I know what I need to do and I do it every single day. And one day I'm gonna be, you feel me? I'm gonna be where I need to be, and I'm gonna be where I want to be because where I want to be is where I need to be. Know what I'm saying? But yo, don't be young and dumb, y'all. Don't be like I say it in every single video. I say this shit. I want to annoy y'all. I want to annoy y'all with the amount of times I say young and dumb. Like I want y'all to be able to drop in the comment how many times I say young and dumb. Okay, I want y'all, like I say, I want y'all to go to sleep. Yeah, I hear him. He's saying young and dumb, young and dumb, young. I want y'all to go to sleep because I want these lessons to stick with y'all. I want what I tell y'all to stick with y'all. Because I ain't gonna get into the nitty gritty and everything I've been through, but I've been through a lot. And I made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I've gone about a lot of situations where me now, I'd go about it in such a different way and get such a different outcome. It's not even funny. But those experiences and those lessons shaped me into who I am today. They taught me a lot of things. Learning lessons at a young age and just learning lessons in general, it helps you become a better person in the future. Everything you do in the present sets up your future. So if you're out here, running around, doing everything you're not supposed to be doing, you're doing that for a couple years, where you think your life gonna be compared to somebody else that's doing what they gotta do over that same amount of time? Let's talk money for example. You got somebody that work every day, feel me? Or they work, let's take 9 to 5s at the most. But 9 to 5 minimum wage. You work 5 days a week, work your 40 hours. Put away 50% of your check every week. Just put that away out of sight, out of mind. You got person B. Same scenario, except instead of putting away their check, they spending that check. They spending that whole check. The entire check every single week. Spend, spend, spend. Money going out, no money coming in. It's a bad formula. It's a very bad formula. You got money going out, you got more money coming in to replace it and stack more on top of it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in that situation. So who you think gonna go further in 5 years? Person A that's stacking 50% of their check every week, they spend 50, stack 50, or person B that spends 100 and they don't put none to the side. Who you think gonna have more money at the end of the 5 years? It's not rocket science. Person A gonna have way more money. They put in 50 away, and person B spending everything. You know, like you gotta know how to go about things. You gotta know when to do things and when not to do things. If you have a certain vision for your future, you got to know when to drop things, when to learn, and apply those lessons you learn to your current self so you could become your future self. Otherwise, growth is not going to happen. But everybody, that's everybody that got to this point in the video. I appreciate y'all. Y'all watching, y'all actually watching the content. I appreciate y'all for real. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Watch out, all know growth is possible for anybody and anything that you do. And anything you do, you could always improve. You could always improve, whether it's working out, becoming more athletic, becoming a better athlete. For all my young athletes out there, you could always be a better athlete. There's always some part of your game you can improve. Trust me. But anyways, y'all like the video. Please drop a like down in the comments. Please, y'all always mess this part up, y'all. But bear with me, it's just part of rocking with me. If you rock with me, appreciate you. Hit that sub button, like the video, drop a comment down below if you got something you want to talk about. Answer in the comments down below. And I really want somebody to count. Actually, I know I mentioned it earlier. Somebody please drop in the comment section how many times I said young and dumb in this video, please, and I'll shout you on the next video. First person comment that gets shouted out in the next video. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all for rocking with the content. And hey, I'll see y'all on the next one.